Hello, hello,
Hello.
welcome to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Aloma.
Lydia Penn, happy Thursday.
Yes, yes. And it is starting to be spring.
Something.
Something in that
It's starting
sense,
to be
right?
something,
Starting, but it feels good. It felt yesterday. It felt nice that I took a.
definitely. Was it
That took me a good total of an hour and a half walk. Not in one shot. Take my son to school. I walked, and then I went to go pick him up. I walked.
yeah, that was my first time. But they said it was like not as great and they're about to shut down because the snow was like getting slushy.
Oh, not all the ski places. Some of the places have the snow machine to pile the snow area, but not all of them.
Right.
But I know the one in Poconos have that, and they tell you 30% of real snow or something like that.
Yeah.
So you know when you get there,
Way up in the mountains.
it's not. You know.
So we're getting ready for spring for sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. So let's see, people, how it's going to work. So just want to make sure.
I don't know. What do you guys think out there?
I'm just making sure the mic works. It's working. What?
We got to make sure we're running
Good.
and operating properly. That's how it goes when you're live.
Yeah, we're live. Things like that happen.
The good thing is that you get to experience it with us.
You can tell we're not live. I mean, we're not pre-recorded.
You get to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Authentic.
I can see that the off of the mic. How we doing?
Hey.
You see, it goes off. I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
Hey. Hey.
So, but anyway,
Sorry, guys.
yeah, when we're live, things like this happen. So, but we got a couple of good things going on. I'm gonna talk about word on the streets and everything like that. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break so I can fix this mic thing real quick because we got a new engineer. So I gotta go over there and help her out. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, I'm Lil D.
I am Javier Luis.
I'm Alex Polanco.
I'm Apollonia Cruz.
And I'm Kelly Cooper.
I am Shirley Phillips.
I am Emmanuel Anzule. Do you know 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence
During their lifetime.
And domestic violence and abuse can happen to anyone,
regardless of gender, race, or other factors?
2 out of 3 homicide cases are
Females who were killed by a family member or intimate partner.
As domestic violence victims, they face high rates of depression,
Sleep disturbances,
anxiety,
flashbacks, and other emotional distresses.
And without help, witnesses of domestic violence are more vulnerable to become abusers themselves.
thus continuing the cycle of violence in the next generation. Hello, I'm Charles Aloma. Join the LDM network and Safe Horizon and take a step into changing these facts. So if you are or know someone that is being abused, please call the City Domestic Hotline at 1-800-621-4673. So that is 1-800-621-HOPE.
speak up,
Speak out.
And make a difference. And just know that you don't have to deal with this alone. There is help.
Hey, we're
All
back.
right, welcome back.
Thank you for your patience.
Oh wow, we got.
Hope you learned something new about DV.
So. Oh, okay. We got claps on and everything on. All right, but anyway, let's get to word on the streets, and we got a couple of good things, but here it is, word on the street. We got a new engineer. Calm down. We'll be good. But anyway, we're going straight to word on the street because I don't think they got our little intro keyed in.
No?
So don't worry about it. But anyway. Okay.
So, right?
All right. Well, word on the street, Alexa got a new upgrade.
Alexa.
2.0.
Hola, Rosa.
Hey. So Alexa is now 2.0, but heard that this Alexa don't really turn off. And
Well,
it records
Alexa
your
in
stuff.
general does not turn off. If you notice, you go to your Amazon account, there you can listen to your recordings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But this one supposed to be
Careful
better.
what you say.
You can make your schedules, your meetings, and
Oh, it does everything.
She does
for
everything
you.
for you.
She's so involved.
So the next time you go home, the locks are changed because now your husband don't need you because Alexa does it all.
Alexa, turn on eroticism.
But also, the government is getting more greedy.
Is it
Before, if you
more greedy?
if you win like $5,000, you had to report it in. Then they changed it to like 4,000. Guess what's gonna be on 2026? $600.
I was gonna say hundreds. Yeah.
So anything you win or someone gives you, or you sell online more than $600,
Someone gives you, I have to report it to the IRS?
Yeah, you're supposed to report anything.
Let's see next year.
But they trying to attack more of the people that are selling online, and
Small business owners.
people sending money to people. No, someone sends me $600.
Cash App and
yeah,
stuff?
Cash App. That
Zelle?
has nothing to do with it.
That has nothing to do with it. It's wiring. It's
You
a
know,
transfer.
maybe I'm borrowing from somebody. I don't need
That
to
is a
tax
transfer.
that. No one's gonna do it. But anyway.
And those are gifts. No one ever had to claim gifts like that
But now
before.
anything on $600.
Yeah.
But it's still 5,000 or more. You gotta.
I could see if I was a business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Also, we got 2 deaths in the actor Gene Hackman.
Hackman and his wife.
His wife and his little.
And the dog.
So not to joke on death, but when I read that, I laughed because all I thought was the Wizard of Oz.
He's horrible.
And your little doggy too. That's what I thought about when I heard that.
Yeah.
I thought they were joking.
At least we know it wasn't like a hit. It's got to be like carbon monoxide or
Something
suicide,
happened, or
something
suicide. Murder, suicide.
type of thing. Yeah.
But I thought when I heard it, because I was not reading it, I was in the kitchen and I had my earpiece on the news.
Yeah.
And when they said he died and his dog too, I thought they were making a
Trying
joke.
to be funny.
So that's why I thought about the Wizard of Oz. But then when I went online and the Daily News had it, and I was like, oh, so it is?
No joke, Joe.
So maybe it is that. Maybe it's they don't know yet. It could be murder, suicide. It could be carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
You know, it can be so many things. And the reason why I think murder, suicide, because he's already old and he was not doing so much work no more. And when you don't do that much work, you get frustrated.
Yeah, and
Because
complacent
he's been
and
working
depressed.
since what? He was like 19, 20?
Yeah.
He's
But
been-
his wife looked young.
Yeah.
You know.
Something.
And she had a daughter, right?
I'm hoping it's not that, or if it is that, don't try to sweep it under the rug. You know what I mean?
If you were the family, would you try to? I mean, I'd be honest. You know.
Well, if you don't want to taint in the guy's name, maybe you just throw it under the rug.
Right. Overdose or tainting it.
Oh, big time. But not too much.
My God.
Not too much because
Right.
he's a celebrity.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many celebrities you don't see that don't take drugs? Hey, Chad, how's it going, man?
Hey, Chad, what's up?
But also, I don't know how to say her last name, Michelle Trachtenberg from
Trachtenberg.
Gossip Girl and Buffy the Vampire passed away too. That might have been drugs.
Was she young?
She was young.
She's
But the
from Buffy.
family said, we want time to grieve, so we don't want anyone interfering in our lives right now. That means she died of drugs. You think so?
That could be alcohol.
Oh, so then it was alcohol?
Oh, liver transplant.
So wait,
After surgery?
after surgery, why would she need the thing? Was it alcohol that she needed the liver transplant? And then she went back to alcohol and wasted a liver?
I mean, who knows? It's liver, right? So.
I know people right now are probably like,
You
damn,
think
this
in
guy
worst case scenario?
This guy is so cold-hearted. But it really gets to me when you have the opportunity to have a new life and you waste it by doing the same thing you
Especially
just did.
when you got an organ transplant.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we don't know yet.
I'm an organ donor.
His wife was 63, Rosa said.
Mm.
So she just looked young.
Yeah.
But, you know, my condolences to all of them. Hopefully, if it was carbon dioxide, please let us know so people can really understand why you need those machines.
Right.
They got
the detectors.
The detectors are around
the newer
$15, $20.
detectors, and they'll bring them in your house for free, I think.
Yes. If you call
311.
If you call the fire department, your local fire department.
Yeah.
I was gonna say call the FY on
because it helps them, so they don't have to, come and do damage
the
control.
NYFD. But then everybody's gonna call the fire department here.
311. Go online.
Call your local fire department. They have them for free, and it's a mix. It's a carbon dioxide with a smoke.
Because if you're asleep, you can't smell carbon dioxide.
Nope.
And before you know it, that's it. Lights out.
And if you got that mate that passes a gas a lot, that carbon dioxide machine, you need it there too. You know what I mean? That last thing you hear is that brrrp, and then you're done. No, but that's all I have in word on the street is those 4 things. So watch out for Alexa.
That's what you say. If you
And
got Alexa.
they're gonna have a new one called Sequina. Sequisa. You gotta watch out. Sequisa, can you tell me how hot it is? Boy, you best get your head out the window when you find out. You were asking me.
That'll be good.
Right?
That'll be good.
I'm not no weather person. Shaquisa, can you
I don't get paid for that.
Can you put down a reminder? Do I look like a secretary? No, I'm not no secretary.
Am I your mother?
I ain't your mother. That'll be so crazy, right?
It would.
Your hood thing. But let's get to some
like ways.
I know. Let's get to some topic here.
Yeah.
Talking about I don't work for you, I'm not a secretary. There's a day that people are trying to get paid for now.
Break that down to me.
You know you got sick day.
Yeah. Oh, an extra like
personal day.
Holiday.
Your
maternity.
Maternity leave. Now they're trying to have sex day.
For
24 hours. You're going to call in talking about, yeah, I'm not going to make it today. I'm going to take a sex day.
And how many of those do you get a
One.
year? One? You better use it for sex.
No, but they're not doing it. It was just people posted it up, suggestions.
Yeah, that's
to some of the corporations. And some of the corporations entertained it and said, let's think about it. No, they don't entertain it, let's think about it.
Because they don't want to tell them no and have to go to HR. Oh, why'd you tell them
no? That's a no. I don't care HR or nobody going to tell me. You're not gonna.
Why are you against us people that are very active?
Yeah.
No,
See?
because
You're discriminating us.
What happens to all the married people?
Listen.
They can't take a day of sex. They don't really get sex anyway. They married.
Wah, wah, wah.
No, but in all honesty, do you really want to tell the person, yeah, I'll take a sick day for that. Give me an extra sick day. Don't call it sex day.
Or errand day.
Then
like,
you come back. Then you come back the next day. They be like, oh shit, did you try some new positions? Did you try some new positions?
No, I just sat on the couch and ate potato skins.
Right? Listen, we were ready. I was ready. I put all the candles out. I put the camera on.
I hope your wife knows what day it is at work, right?
No, that'll be the thing, right?
Telling her, are you at work?
No, you did all that. I took the camera. I did all this. I was ready. I put the music. I was like, I put the old Luther, the fat Luther. I was like, woo, woo, woo. So I put that on, and then I'm waiting. Nothing. My wife couldn't take off that day. So now you messed up. You just blew up a day.
So I heard you had sex day this week.
If
Do you get extra if you have a side chick?
No, but if you have that old couple.
Who'd you spend sex day with?
What happens if you have the old couple, though? You got everything. You got the fat Luther on. You got the candle lights. And then you're sitting there, and then y'all both fall asleep. So y'all just wasted a sex day anyway. No.
Like Hackman?
Scratch off the sex day. No, we don't need
Hackman?
that. Yeah, just give them an extra sick day. But congratulations to the men. Some companies are giving the 30-day maternity leave as the same as the woman.
Yeah, it's necessary.
I thought that's always been the case.
I mean, if you want men
a
to
male
is it
only gets
shorter?
2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks. A man gets.
That was a start.
The females get, and that was a start when they did the 1 to 2 weeks.
If you want him to be active, and have the same role or balance the roles, then that's necessary.
Yeah, some corporations are doing that. But they're not doing it. Some corporations are not doing it if you work in the same place with your wife, because they can't have two of y'all out.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That still doesn't make sense, though. You know.
No, you still got the 2 weeks. But corporations, separate corporations, like if I work for this corporation, I work for this one, they're giving the 30 days. So you can be there for your
30
for your
days
wife.
is too short, no?
It is, right?
Actually, 30 days for me is too long.
For you, but for your
No,
wife.
as a business owner, it's too long, especially if that person is the specialist of that
if
area.
they're a supervisor or something, yeah.
My problem, or that's you poor planning?
Is that my problem that you got pregnant? Is that my problem that you didn't wrap it up? You see what I'm saying? As a business person.
I mean, they miss a lot in a few months, you know. It's something everybody in the workplace has to prepare for.
No, but you could take up to 3 months.
Yeah.
But you're only going to get paid for 30 days.
Right.
They give you 3 months, paid 30 days. Because that first 3 months, honestly, it needs that attraction with the kid.
Of course.
You know, especially the first month.
Yeah.
The skin on skin, all this other stuff. That first month, and then your wife doesn't sleep, so you can
all
sleep
types
during the
of
day.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, by all means.
Adjustments.
But guys, what y'all think about it? You know, do you need another extra day? Let me know.
I wouldn't call it sex day. I really wouldn't. I would either call it errand day, you know, where you know sometimes you get the day off, but you use it for errands. Yeah, that's that day right there.
Hey, my brother watching as well. What's going on?
Hey.
But I don't know. But here's the thing. Also, I wanted to jump onto another subject because I want to get to the nitty-gritty good subjects.
Let's get to it then.
It is almost the end of Black History Month, right?
Tomorrow.
Right? Which they need to change the name to maybe People of Color History Month.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's a different thing we'll talk about. But here it is. I was watching a commercial, and it was like, CBS, we here for Black History Month. And I'm like, okay. What did you do for Black History Month?
We sell brown M&Ms.
What does the company do? The commercials. We embrace Black History Month.
That was just the end of it, right? That was the end of the commercial.
If you think about it, you're like, what? How did you embrace it? Did you do a show?
That was the end of the commercial?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
really, you're just
What a
throwing it up there
rip-off.
to make it look good, to make it look like your station is
So you
good.
can be like, oh, okay, thanks.
You know,
TBS.
right now they're gonna call me. Well, we did air the Black Award show. That doesn't do nothing to me, you know, for me. What did you do? Did you do extra history thing? Did you do?
Did you donate?
You know, did you donate it?
to a
Did you do
cause?
something? That's if you're embracing it, not by just putting. I can say right now, LDM Show, we're for Black History Month, but we don't do nothing about it.
We're brown.
You know, but you got to do the political finger, you know. So
Bob Dole.
But that's my weekly complaint right there was that. I'm like, I didn't see you doing a show. I didn't see you do nothing.
I don't think
Like,
a lot
at
of
least
people.
smack up a picture of somebody and say about the history.
Martin Luther King, yeah.
Well, not him.
Frederick
I'm sorry, but I don't want to hear about anybody I already heard
Frederick
about in
Douglass.
school. You know, how many times she took the bus.
Harriet Tubman and the same four MFers. Like,
Like
there's so many people. A lot of people don't know about. Like, a black woman invented the HVAC system. You know, the heating. Like, that's cool. We use that.
They don't want to talk about that.
No, that's not. No. Let's talk about peanut butter and George Washington Carver and.
Yeah, like the same over and over again. So, but who do you blame more for the kids right now not knowing their history? I'm not only talking about Black history, their history.
Yeah, just world history.
Their background history, Latin, Asian.
Oh, their own cultural
Right.
history?
Like, who do you blame? The schools,
Everyone.
government, or the parents?
The establishments for giving false narratives and dissemination of false information or just no information, because that's also false information.
I blame the parents.
Parents as well.
I don't blame the
I didn't
teachers.
get there yet.
I didn't blame the teachers. I didn't
the
blame
family,
the government.
The family.
The family and the parents.
You know, it's first and foremost the parents, the guardians. You know,
Now
who
you
teach
know there's
first.
going to be a lot of people that say no. But I'm going to tell you why I blame the parents.
It's your child.
No, not only that.
It's your family, your legacy.
As a parent, what do you teach your kids? Culture, right?
Yeah.
You teach them the ways of your life. So
You
why can't
have
you
to.
teach them the history?
That's important.
That's part of it, right?
I mean, it's like back in with the natives. Like, if if you don't speak about it, it didn't exist, right?
Mhm.
If you don't, if it, you know what I mean, you have to continue to speak about it through generations so that you can exist. You know, that's how you wipe out cultures.
Even your culture of your own family.
That's important, so you know who you
Oh,
are, where you came
I
from.
know I got a great grandfather. So what he did, I don't know.
No, that's a part of your identity.
But
And
they're not-
people struggle with that today. I see so many young people just lost.
Yeah.
You know, they join Hamas or just
teach them, teach your history and your family history as well of where they came from.
have a sense of pride.
And not only that, if you're a teenager already, you know how to use your voice, ask questions.
And technology, like Google's out there. My God, it's
Well, ask questions. And the good thing about it, I don't even tell them go Google.
Right.
Go grandma. Go grandpa.
That's what I
go
mean.
great uncle.
It's told.
Go speak to them.
You have
Now,
to speak to them
guess
and
what?
listen to
You
their
spend
stories.
some time with them, and you got the stories.
Yeah.
And you got the cause like
You need to learn how your way was paved.
like the Philippines. I know they do a blessing where they put their hands on the. And I asked this guy why. Oh, that's because it's a blessing. Why?
Yeah.
Who did it?
What is
You
the
know,
process?
why is
Who
it-
started
you know,
it?
Who started? Nobody knows. Same thing with the Spanish people.
You're just doing it. You don't know
Oh,
why.
well, we just do it because
I like to know why. Listen, I'm a
I'm
veteran
nosy
and
that way.
from the Army, served in Iraq. I like to know why I'm doing something. I don't like following stupid orders.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's stupid, but I like to know why. I was always that kid. Why am I doing this?
Mhm.
Does it make sense? Am I doing more work? Am I working harder?
Yep. So learn your history. Don't blame media. Don't blame the teachers. It's not their
You'd
job.
be surprised what you find
Talk
out.
to your family. Lucy, how's
Tiffany
it going? Can
Haddish?
someone tell this
Hi,
lady
Lucy.
she looks like Tiffany Haddish? Oh, wow.
Who's this lady?
Yeah, you look like Tiffany Haddish.
That's a
Okay.
first.
I like that. I like that. Oh, maybe because of the hat and everything too.
Maybe.
But thank
Today's
you.
a
Thank
hat
you.
day.
So I must. So you what you're saying? I'm Kevin Hart. That's what you're trying to say. No, but learn your history, guys.
It's important.
But also, this is a funny thing that I've seen online. Mickey D's is going up a level.
Like
Upper level I never heard
like
of.
their standards,
Their standards and everything in
their
Brooklyn.
prices. Oh, like Ritz Carlton.
Oh yeah, it's something
Is
like
it
that.
in Dumbo?
It's something like that.
Is it in Dumbo?
You getting carded now to go inside the McDonald's.
For what now?
To get inside, you got to be 20 years and
What's
older.
special about it? They serve alcohol?
No, they're just saying that because anyone under
Can I
20
smoke in there?
are messing up their restaurants and being rude
Oh,
and running
wow,
around.
wow.
All these millenniums are acting up.
Disrespectful.
So they're saying all the millenniums they don't want in their establishment.
So you have to have
now you have to have
ID.
a card, an ID card saying you're 20 and over. Now
That's-
here comes the forced
Wow.
IDs coming back.
Wow. You know, I think that's the wrong way to go about that.
Yeah, it should have been 21.
You need
and
to
over.
speak to you need to speak to your precinct. Like you need to.
But it's a policy. They can't do nothing.
Yeah,
Store
McDonald's
policy.
is weird. Like, what area was this? Was this like in way out there? In
No,
Rockaway?
the hood, the Benside, whatever.
Yeah,
it is,
Brownsville.
Brooklyn. Yeah, probably in Brooklyn. It just said Brooklyn, so I'm like, it's probably down there.
Listen, I lived in Brownsville. I can talk about it. So.
Because it's probably Marcy Avenue McDonald's or
Oh
something.
my God.
Because they said it's
Atlantic.
They acting up. But these kids, Flatbush or something. But these kids are destroying all.
I've heard about it in the Bronx, them doing that a couple times, but like you just gotta stand your ground.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they're kids. You know, put your foot in their ass. You know,
Something.
put them in
Something.
their place.
You gotta do something.
I mean, the carding, that's bringing on a whole new series
No,
of standards that other restaurants are gonna do.
Yeah, but and then the next level is, I'm Charles Aloma.
Yeah, like give me.
They're gonna be like, I don't see your name on the list.
Hey,
you
to
can't,
eat,
you can't
eat
get a double burger.
something that's gonna kill me anyway.
You can't get a Big Mac. Your name is not on the list. I'm on the VIP.
And
yes,
most young
Mick D's
people-
will go up a level when Robert FK gets to changing the menu.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh
crazy.
man.
But also the ending of Black History Month, they want to do a blackout tomorrow.
Okay, so what's this about?
Blackout, for you guys that don't know, they want
are we not
everyone
doing?
not to shop
Where?
anywhere. basically not to shop on Amazon, Walmart.
What is that saying?
And they thinking that it's going to make a dent in their.
But what is the point of this on the 28th?
Ask that again. What's the
Is
point?
he disciplined? Right.
What's the point?
What is the point? What is the statement? I don't understand.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think
they
the
wanna
I can see
black
for the
out.
whole month.
power, like purchasing power, right?
Yeah.
If you want to support a company, you bring your money somewhere
because
else.
they got so many ones. There's one person that's saying, oh, it's because they buy their stuff here, and we need to show them that we have the power to buy.
But do they
Listen,
support black businesses and black
some
people?
of them are saying they don't. Some of them saying they do. Look, put it like this: the blackout thing is they just want something to complain about. First of all, second, okay, you don't buy nothing from them tomorrow, but that means that today everybody's buying something.
And the day after.
So they already had their money.
So it's double.
Second, half of those things that they selling are already brought from the company. They brought it from someone else, or the people that are selling it on Amazon already brought it from Amazon and selling it on their website.
Yeah.
So it's already brought. Amazon already got their money. So your blackout is not doing a jack.
Thank you for breaking that down to us.
That's why I don't understand.
I think if people put bond together and do that, it will put a dent on
One day
businesses.
is not gonna do a damn thing.
What is the statement?
That's why they need a statement.
I
They
mean,
don't
I guess
have-
the general statement is, if we don't want to support a company, then let's not buy from them.
If they don't.
Listen, if you don't support a company, you don't buy. Don't make us thinking that we need to do the same thing, because there's a lot of sheeps out there, right?
I mean, that's the whole point, right? Like
Right.
we
But
bond together because we don't.
Listen, if you get jumped, I don't know you. Ain't we gonna help you? I ain't helping you do anything.
It ain't our car that's getting robbed.
You know what I'm saying? But again, if you are gonna do something like that, I applaud you for doing things. But one day, to a big corporation that you're not even gonna make a dent, not a dent, a dent.
It's got to be purposeful. It's
And it has to
definitely
be
got to
something-
make sense.
And the thing is that the people that were posting it, it just
It's last
seemed
minute. It's very
it just
last
seemed like they
minute.
were just doing something to see how many people were posting.
To get
That's what
attention, to get
and-
likes.
And believe me, I'm a nosy person. So anybody in my personal page that posted it up, I'm gonna check to see if you brought something.
Uh-oh.
To see, because there's a bunch of hypocrites. You know, there's a lot of hypocrites out there, especially with the money that is coming back. Or if we get this money, yeah, I'm gonna take it, but you want to talk crap about the person. That's a hypocrite. I hope you know that. Look up the definition. Whoever takes the money that don't like Trump or Elon Musk and all this, and you take the money, but you've been talking crap, it's called hypocrite. I'm just saying what the definition means. But if I didn't like him, I would have been a hypocrite too.
Listen.
That money, I would have been a
Thank
hypocrite
you
too.
for the money.
I would have liked him.
That's all that is. And
Taking the money doesn't mean I like you,
it
right?
doesn't mean anything. I
I
didn't
would
ask
like
for
him.
it.
I would like him all the way to the bank, and then once I deposit it,
Yeah.
I don't like him no more. If once the check clears, when the check clears, I can talk crap about you again.
I won't even need to like you while you're giving me the money because I didn't ask for it.
Listen,
So,
I know.
but thank you.
Before we get to the goodie thing, you said something out of the show when you said, "Wow, I came here and it's already getting dark."
Yeah.
Well, guess what
daylight.
they're doing to daylight savings time? They are fighting
Isn't
again.
it next week? It's Sunday.
What's coming up? Yeah,
Right?
but it might be the last time.
Oh, they're going to cut it, right?
The government and a lot of officials are thinking, because since 2018,
Is this only a U.S. thing?
no, it's around the world.
Oh,
Since 2018, they've been fighting. I didn't even know this. People have been going to court fighting for it, saying
This
to
is
leave
what they've been
it alone.
keeping out of the news. That's
Right.
why.
And now someone bringed it out the news and said, "Wait, they showed this in court."
Yeah.
And
now
I'm thinking
it's too
when
late
they said,
for us to do anything about it.
right, a lot of people don't know. Now they have the court system, which they have the senators' court, the meetings and everything online.
Yeah.
On live YouTube and all that.
Yeah,
but
thank
people
you.
didn't know. So I think they were talking about it on live YouTube, that people said, "Wait, we can join this group
Right.
and this fight."
Right.
I'm all for it for one reason.
Withholding information again.
For one reason, I'm all for it. Because daylight savings time, when it's more sunny outside, it is better for people with depression.
It is. It was sun period.
The sun.
Is
So
better.
they get
and
that extra
on the
hour.
East Coast, we get that extra sun.
Right.
Like we're in a
We need
very
it.
prime position, so it's very good.
If I
that
can
we-
wake up in the morning and that sun is right
the
there,
earlier you get up, the
that
better.
is so good.
If you suffer from
Yeah.
different types of anxiety, depression, the earlier the better. Get
And
a
then-
dose of that vitamin D.
And then for people that work in office with no windows, they go in the nighttime and come back out in
An
the
office
nighttime.
within an office. Yes.
You come out at the nighttime, or it's
Yeah.
daytime, and then when you walk to the train, you're like, when you come out the train, it's dark.
It's tough. It's tough.
So for those two reasons, I think yes. Stop that. I don't even know why they did it. Honestly.
I don't know either. With climate change, it's changing now. Because yesterday it was a little bit darker. Now it was lighter.
Right.
Like it's just weird. Just
Leave it alone. We didn't
Leave
need
it
you.
alone.
Like what government person said, you know what? I have nothing to do.
We should look that
You
up.
know what? Let's change the time. Oh yeah, that's good a thing to do.
All right, let's
Who the hell
control
thought-
something else.
Like you had nothing else to control that you wanted to control time.
Oh
No,
man,
no.
that's some power
But-
crap.
Yeah,
Like
that
that's
is. You think about it.
it's
So,
some
matter
real
of fact,
power
I'm
trip,
gonna-
megalomaniac.
Just for my
Control
nosiness,
power on time and space.
right? Just for my nosiness, I want to really find out why the heck. Hey, Shaquisha. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you want? Why they changed daylight
What you
savings
want?
time? That ain't your business. You wasn't even born that time to worry about it.
Are you worried about it, sweetie?
Why you worried about it? No, but if they do change it, by all means, if they ever do ask for votes, vote. Leave it alone. We don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
And not all the countries do it.
That's what I mean.
Not all the countries do it, because the Philippines don't do it, right? I know London, I don't think do it.
It's
I think it's
just-
just the U.S.
Something extra to do, like no.
No. Stop it. Stop the boo. We don't need it. All right?
Next.
Next. And I already said about the 600. But listen, double standards. I know we talked about it a time ago.
The
but
battle of the sexes. Is
But I seen this popped up, and it little teed me off, but not too much. But it got me more worried of where we standing in things.
Yeah.
So here is
Need
one
to
of
be
some of the
aware of
double
these
standards, right?
Yeah. What's
A
up?
woman wants a younger man. That's a preference,
Right.
right? But a man wants a younger woman. It's a predator.
Depending on the age, I guess. Yeah. Well,
It's a younger woman,
I
younger
think
man.
because we signify that with men a lot of the times and historically, but now it's coming out that a lot of women are also predators.
Right.
So
Because I don't know in your culture or in your family,
Yeah.
but we had aunts back in the days that used to be like, "Oh my God, look at the
Predators?
little huevitos." Huevitos mean your penis.
Yeah.
And
yeah. I've heard about
but
that.
if you go to a uncle that does that, they're gonna be like, "What the hell are you
Look at your
doing?"
little titty.
Yeah. or the aunties.
No.
Oh, I
But
see.
it
I see they
definitely-
growing in,
No,
girl.
it
Girl, they
definitely
growing in.
that definitely was wrong. You
But
know.
if a guy says, "Oh snap, it's
Yeah.
growing
Right,
in,"
right.
now he's a pervert.
Right.
But you just did it.
Right.
So that's the double standards. But I understand that double standards because so many men were perverts and
Right,
predators
right.
that is in their mind.
Right,
You know.
right. And
So-
it's now only becoming more prevalent that
Right.
women are predators, you know.
Well,
Women
here's
are predators.
Here's another one. A woman don't want to date a poor man. It's a preference, right?
Right?
But if a man doesn't want to date a single mom, it's immaturity.
Well, this again, historically, women weren't allowed to work for a while, right? Only until like the 19th century, women were able to work on their own.
Yeah, that's over 100 years over. Get over it. Go to.
Well, the 70s, really,
go
it
to-
started in the 70s.
You know,
60s,
go to your
70s.
therapist, do something, but get over it already. You know what I'm saying? You're allowed to work now. You know, we are
Oh, for
free.
sure,
We're
for sure.
free, girl.
But women
Run.
still make that choice,
Yeah.
right? Women make that choice. Oh,
No,
I
but-
want to stay at home, and why?
See,
why?
but that's a difference between I want to stay at home and be a housewife
Yeah.
with let
Even
me find
then-
this guy because he has a lot of money. Those are two different
Right,
things.
because the housewife is still contributing.
Right. So those are two different things. If you're out there trying to get a sugar daddy,
Like that lady in La Place who shot her husband.
Yeah.
Check it out.
bam, bam. So, and then here's another one. A woman sets boundaries, it's empowerment. A man sets some boundaries, it's controlling.
You wanna
See that?
touch on that?
I'll touch on that. Because, like she said, back in the days, men, y'all screwed it up for us. Y'all wanted to abuse the wives, especially, back in the 50s and
women,
60s.
a wife was property, and still is in certain states.
Right. So you wanted to abuse them and
have
everything.
to
So
obey.
that's controlling.
You can't. There's no such thing as raping your wife. Those
Well, in
things
some
existed.
states here you is, so don't be trying it. And still, you can go to jail here. Tell me.
Well, you can get a wife at 14 in the U.S. So.
Yeah.
She might be able to be, related to you
No,
too.
here 16.
16? Well,
No, 16 you can go out with them. You can't marry them.
I think like Mississippi, 14.
Yeah, 14 you need the mother's
Georgia
permission.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
don't talk. In the Philippines, it's 12 years old that you can go out with a girl. So I can go there and go out with a girl in 12 years old.
No, it's real bad because predators here in the West go to Thailand
and all that because you're allowed to date at 12 and marry at 14.
Yeah, boys and girls.
So that's why they say
I don't think there's a rule in the Philippines that says you can date at 12.
Yes, there is. It's a law. I checked the law. Hello? Remember I was supposed to do something over there that I wanted to do? I checked some of the laws. Not that. Not that.
You want to?
No.
Yeah.
You want to date a 12-year-old Filipina?
I wanted to go back to law school, right?
Yeah.
So my sister-in-law was like, had an issue.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this ties in.
No, I helped her with a law thing that was going on, and we won the case. We didn't go to court. We won before we even could go to court.
Okay.
So she said, we need more people like you to fight for us that are working here for American companies.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what?
Contractor.
Maybe I'll be that lawyer that would help. So I started reading some of the laws, and for some reason, I seen it popped up when I was like, because I was checking sex laws in the company,
Yeah.
and that popped up.
Wow.
So you can Google it and see.
It says 16 years old. See
Nope.
that?
Look,
Maybe that changed.
when can you consummate your horizontal polka?
See, in the Philippines, the legal age to consent to sexual activity is essentially the age of which someone can legally date. 16 years old.
What about
I'ma show you.
marriage? What about marriage?
This means that any sexual activity with a person under 16 is considered statutory rape.
Let me check.
What about marriage? How old do you have to be to get married? What's the youngest? Okay. Yeah, that's in the U.S. I think it's still.
No, in some states it's 16.
Okay.
Under the Family Code 1988,
What it says there?
the legal minimum
What
age.
does it say there?
12
The
to 16.
Philippines, and this is in the law books,
12
the
to
Philippines
16.
have they're raising it from 12 years old to 16. But they have not done it yet. It's going to be raised to 16.
Oof.
So it's still 12 years old.
To consent? I can't imagine.
Consent.
Has raised, so meaning it changed.
We'll check that out.
Well, it's
folks.
changing to 16, but
It changed already.
and I think it's because the more Americans and more tourists are going there
Yeah.
that they
'Cause
was like, no,
who are predators?
they are predators. We got to go to 16.
Yeah.
Just like America. 16 is unless you're going to Kentucky and all of them. I think it's
That's what I mean.
14.
It's 14.
Yeah. But anyway,
14 in the South, folks.
but that's why
Get you a
men,
wife.
that's why men, when you set boundaries, it's really considered controlling. But how? Boundaries is my woman cannot be going to no guy's houses.
Maybe
Those
to a
are
controlling
boundaries.
person, right?
But
to a manipulative, controlling person.
Now, if
would
a
say,
woman calls it controlling when you're trying to help her or save her, then that woman is up to something no good.
Right, manipulation.
What you mean I can't go to my male friends?
Yeah.
Because you're married now and you have a it's not controlling. That's the way it's supposed to be. So it's a balance of the control.
Woo!
We have to figure it out. But yes.
I mean, I don't
Definitely
think you
deserves
should-
a conversation.
I guess it should be no control. The word control should be taken
Shouldn't be there.
out of the con. You know
Well,
what I
especially
mean?
when
Like,
you're with
shouldn't be
someone.
even there.
Especially when you're with someone.
Yeah.
The word controlling and
Obey.
and settled and obey, those things, first of all, don't even come to me and say, oh, you're not going to obey me? I'm not a damn dog. You don't tell me obey.
But that's what marriage was, to obey.
To obey. And it says it in there.
Mm-hmm.
To obey, to your death do us part.
You have to submit
Submit,
to your
yes.
Oh, they took that word
You
out.
have
from
to
the-
submit to your
from the thing.
husband.
They took that out. But in the in the people's Bible, it says obey and submit to a male.
Yeah.
Which, again,
So
that's up to you guys.
That's what we're growing from. That's what we're evolving from.
Right.
I mean, you could tell a lot about a place by the way they treat their women. So
Yeah, and there's a lot of religions or cultures or whatever you want to call them. It's talking about their book show them that no, your book is reflecting you. You're not reflecting the book because that thing of the woman needs to be behind you.
7 meters.
You can marry 20,000 women, but they only can marry one man. That's controlling.
Cover your whole body.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but that's a little too controlling.
Stone them to death.
Stone them because they want to go with someone else.
Or don't want to be abused by you.
You be in the doctor's office when they gave birth and you see all the babies. They be in the windows. We be in the windows looking. Oh, that's a cute one. That's mine's right there. Yeah. They be in the windows like, no, I think I'll marry this one when he hits 14. Or, listen, I don't know, but we won't get too much into that one. But anyway, since we're talking about double standards, let's hit the reasons for divorce. Double standards on the reasons for divorce. I was looking it up just to make sure that
like inequality within the household or
right,
relationship.
Like you divorcing for some reason, but a male divorces for another reason. And I had to look it up because my point of view of what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing since high school on, it was totally different. But they have not
like
really,
legitimate reasons.
Right. It really haven't changed.
Marriage is not the same that it used to be.
Right. Here's 5 reasons, and I'm not saying they're the 5 top reasons. I'm just saying these are the 5 reasons. Okay. One of them. Can you lower down the speaker though? The mic is good now. The mic is loud, but can you lower down the speaker?
Testing.
Because now I hear myself too loud. Okay. Thank you. The reason for divorce, one of them is you're married too young on both sides. Men and women have been divorcing because they're married too young.
But let's think about it. Back 50, 100 years ago, people were getting married young.
Yeah, 15,
right?
16.
Usually sometimes it was both the man and the woman, but usually, the woman would be a teenager or something like that. Man might be in his 20s or something. They stayed together. They died married.
55, 60 years together. But I think it has to do with the youngness, but it has to do with the society.
Yeah,
back in the days, they were young, but they
put up with everything.
They was not exploring.
True,
stuff.
they didn't want to either.
There was no need to TikTok here and to go hang out in a club there or like the old people say, the tickety tock over here.
Tickety-tock.
But there was no need to explore yourself. They already knew what they wanted.
No,
back in the days,
I
was a young female or I needed a protector or someone that was
a
provider, which was an older man, which was like 4 or 5 years older than her.
He'll be able to take care of you and the children.
But now it's because it was younger. Well, I haven't explored. This is my sweetheart since junior high school.
There are a lot of high expectations. I think that's part of it. People aren't being realistic about what they have to offer as well. Not working on themselves. Because when you become one, you have to be good with left and right. You know what I mean? If we're together, I can't just be working on myself and you just be a basket case, me taking care of you while you fat in the bed, eating off your chest, whatever. You know what
eating off the chest, goodness gracious.
Life is moving.
Yeah. So I don't know about the marry by young. I think that's more selfishness.
A lot of it is selfishness.
You knew you didn't explore. You knew you didn't go around the world.
You knew you weren't ready.
So
you knew you didn't love that person.
Yeah. So, but here's one that it's only on one side. It's a double standard. The female, it was too much conflict.
Like
they tell the man what to do. He didn't want to do it. Blah blah blah. But it's not controlling though.
No, it's definitely controlling.
But they call it conflict. It was too
That's
much conflict.
You
That's
didn't
why
want
they
the same
divorced.
things. He didn't want to do what you wanted.
And the man's side on that conflict thing
She didn't want to do what I wanted.
No, the man's side is she was arguing too much.
Oh, true.
And she was arguing because of the conflict.
Right. That's a good one.
So the man said, I can't have it no more. She's arguing for every
Not meet in the middle, but she just didn't want to. She didn't like what I liked, so.
There are some females like that.
Get her.
You know, there's a video out that's funny video
Yeah.
where they was like, you want your wife to spend time with you? He was like, you do this. Honey, come, I'm going to watch a movie. I don't want to watch no movie. Oh, okay. Boop, he turned on the video game. She ran. No, what movie? Let's go watch the movie right now.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, so the guy was like, this is powerful. Honey, you want to go watch the baseball game with me? No, okay. Let's go. She had the baseball cap on and everything. So it's a comedy thing where, you know, the woman doesn't want none until she wants it. So that's her conflict. So that's why she gets divorced, because the man doesn't want it, and then the man got divorced because she argues about that.
I mean, understanding the opposite sex or whoever you're married with, that helps too.
It's called opposite for a reason.
Right. But opposites also attract.
It's supposed to.
Like there's
but not
always,
if you don't want to.
Right.
If you want to stay like my son just did.
You don't want to change. You don't want to grow. You don't want to learn about the other person's differences. Because, I mean, you're not going to get along with everybody, especially the love of your life. You're not going to always agree on everything.
Nope.
That's what you love about that person. You know?
So it's you know, I got to throw a cheap plug, but my son is just doing another season of his show, Ratings World. Go check it out. But he just recorded something about magnets. So if it doesn't, the magnet, if you have a positive and a positive, is not going to attract.
It won't.
It just
go.
It just does this.
Same thing with negative.
Right. So if you have a positive with a negative, bam, guess what? They attract and they hold each other.
Perfect.
So if you're going to be a positive person, then the other one will be a negative, you're going to hold each other for a long time. But if y'all both want to be the same thing, it's not going to work.
Right, especially if nobody's willing to be flexible.
Right. So here's another one that, a matter of fact, that's my number one, so I'm going to leave it for the last. Here's one. The female would break up with a husband for an affair.
For whose affair?
Like the husband had an affair, so they got a divorce.
Okay.
But a lot of the men never divorced their wives
for doing that.
For doing the same thing.
I guess
they
it
try
depends
to work
on
it
who
out.
did it first, because sometimes it's a tit for tat.
No, they don't divorce, but they just make your life miserable.
By just cheating on each other?
The wife, and I was going to say that, the wives that don't divorce their husband because they had an affair makes their marriage more miserable, that they wind up leaving. And the reason why,
if you're not
on the
addressing
guy's
side,
on the guy's side is the lack of sex.
Yeah, usually it's that, and somebody's not getting attention.
That comes because the female was like, well, you had someone else, blah, blah, blah. Well, then don't stay with the person.
Right.
If that's going to happen.
That's not love, the tit for tat thing, you know? And that just gets you deep in deep trouble, you know? Deep, life-changing trouble.
The next one for a female that the male does not divorce for is communication. Males never have divorced a female because she don't communicate with me.
Okay.
Matter of fact, they probably be like, she's talking. She wants me to share too much.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I'm watching my football.
That's how women are. We like to communicate. Men are very simple, you know. So, I mean, if you're not giving each other a break or...
Communication is not always verbal.
Right.
And
now,
that's
how
the
does
problem.
he communicate? How does she communicate?
Because deaf people been living together for 40, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. It's a joke, but it's not a joke. And they communicate sometimes. You know, the girl had to come back in the room. Were you talking about me behind my back?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I went out the room.
Like sometimes you can hear it's hard.
I seen two deaf arguing, and I was like, no.
Loud. It's loud.
And they were like, I was like, are they arguing or are they just Latin? Because if they just Latin, then I understand. But overall, you know, it's a joke. It's a joke. But at the same time, if they can communicate in certain ways, why do you want always a verbal communication?
Not everybody communicates and loves the same way.
Love signs are different. You know what I mean?
Languages.
Love language, exactly. So if communication for females of you getting divorced from them should be out the door.
Doesn't mean that he doesn't love you.
And no, then when they leave, wow, I remember my husband. It's Tuesday, yeah. He used to always bring me something special. Blah, blah, blah.
No, but what do you do then if your wife says, my love language is communication, but you don't communicate with me? You don't even try.
Well, if you don't try then, but if you do say something, again, maybe they try in their ways, but you don't see it because it's not verbal. Or the guy says, I heard you when you said you were hungry, and I bring you a plate of steak or something. But you know I don't really like steaks on Wednesdays. That's not the point. That's not the point. I bring you food. I bring you food, and I said, okay, let me bring you this. But when a female has a certain communication or a certain way they want you to talk to them, and that's where it screws up.
Oh, of course.
That's where it goes.
That's a part of control, though.
Yep.
When you're really rigid against, your standards about what a person should do. Like, who are you? I mean, that's a part of control.
And that's what brings me to the number 4 for the guy is being themselves. Yeah. They divorce a female because they can't be themselves no more. You talk about you want a sensitive man. Then when they tell you that they're sensitive, you argue with them. You're not listening to me. When they actually listen to you and talk to you, oh, this guy is cleansy. He always want to be around me. And
why do you say that? I don't like that.
so he can't even be himself. And then when he's actually himself, oh, look at this guy. He's so stupid. He's so silly. Like if a silly person. Yeah. He wants to. And you know the big one? Oh, he only acts like that when his friends are around. No, he only can be himself when his friends are around. Those are two different things. Right. A female, I always hear a female say, oh, he always acting up when his boys are around. No, he can be himself when his boys are around. Those are two different things, So that's what you have to learn. And so, again.
Accept one another, and that's what love is about.
Right.
Unconditional.
So, again, the female gets divorced because they married too young, they too much conflict, affair, and communication. Those are 4. I'm going to say the last one in a few minutes. And men, it's the same thing, married too young, too much arguing, and of course, lack of sex and being themselves. Those are their 4s. But here's one that both people get divorced for, and that's when their kids leave home.
Oh, then they have to redevelop that relationship and get to
because
know
their kids was around, their life was about their kids. Now their kids is not there. Yeah. Now they have to.
They don't know each other anymore.
They don't know. Like, okay. So this is what you do when in the mornings. Yeah, I used to make the breakfast.
Right.
Oh.
And they just avoid each other. Okay.
Yep. And then they wind up.
Doing this Saturday, I can't.
And I heard a lot of people say that. Why are you working? Well, the kids are not around no more.
I don't know what to do.
So now they're working more.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, the kids are not around no more.
It can be nerve-wracking.
But there are some people that are smart and said the kids are not around. So what you did? Oh, we left work for like 2 months. We went on vacation. We went here. We went there. Those are the ones that are smart. Those are the ones that are smart. You don't waste time, people. As soon as your kid leaves for college, take your vacation with only you and your mate. That's it. Because you have to rekindle that flame.
It's important even before the kid leaves, like, before he's starting to leave, to just
take
some steps.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Take those little
date nights and alone time.
Well,
because at the same time, they're looking for their independence.
Because it does happen if you think about it. When the kid is a newborn all the way to about 10, 11 years old, you don't hardly go out by yourselves.
12,
yeah, you go with the kid a lot. So after the 12, sometimes the kid is in after-school programs and stuff. That's when you take advantage. Right. You
start getting to know yourself, getting back to him or whatever you got.
You call your wife for the nooners. Do they do that anymore? They still do that? I don't even know.
Let's pretend we don't know each other.
Let's go just don't go to the regular bars when they, and then y'all both going to jail because they thought she was a hooker. She was a hooker.
One of those Rick James kidnapping joints.
Right? She's my wife. What are you talking about? Sure she is, sir. Dressed like that, she's everybody's wife. Oh. Let's go.
Good time.
No.
Gotta keep it spicy.
But no, since you said that, but anyway, that was the thing. What would be a spicy thing to keep it up during? That's one of them.
Go to the Marriott. All right. Pretend like you don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And rent a room.
Meet her in the bar and take her upstairs.
Yeah.
Like back in the days.
It's all set up.
Out. And then just like back in the days, you leave her and ghost her. And then when she
do that too.
And then
See, I see
then she calling you talking about why you not home no more, girl? Because I ghost you. Oh, we're not role playing no more. My bad. I thought this was a weak role play. He overdid it. He takes it for.
You can get carried away.
No, yeah, those are the best ones, even in the in your house. Now, everything doesn't have to be sexual. Though.
Right. Changing the environment helps too.
Yeah.
You know, when you're doing all that stuff in the house, the kids and stuff, it's like, okay, let's
You know,
see something.
for me and my wife, they say go back and do things that you used to do. So I'm already ready for like when my so when my son leaves, I'm gonna tell her to go back to her mom's, call me on the video, and then fall asleep, like she always does.
It's only a couple of times that I fell asleep.
Only
Come
a
on
couple
now.
of times. Only a couple of times that you realize you fell asleep. That's a big difference. No, because she worked at night. So when she comes home during the day, it's my night. So that's when she used to call me. So I used to tell her, shouldn't I be the one that's going to be falling asleep because it's my night?
Right.
You know?
I mean, I worked overnight.
Yeah, but that was my day. That was my daytime.
Yeah, you worked it out.
When you came out from work, you shouldn't be going to sleep anyway.
See all of that, and you still worked it out.
Yeah.
You worked it out and managed to have a baby.
No, but we do so much stuff together. We go out here. We go, even though it is with my child, but as a family, we go out. We go everywhere.
It's important for your child to see that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, healthy relationships. That's very important.
We even go to little, like we plan our little trip. Okay, we're gonna go to the museum next week or something, you know, or let's go to this restaurant that we never seen.
Oh, that's important.
Even if we don't go back again, we try it once at least. Like, let's go here, let's go there. We went to one restaurant that we got lost. We were like looking for it. The Dragon Ball restaurant, we were looking for it down the thing. In Manhattan. We went downstairs.
Manhattan is so nice. You should go there.
We wind up taking photos like we were tourists and stuff. And then we finally found it, you know, because over there in Manhattan in Wall Street area.
Over there, like we're in a different.
No, my son says.
The
my son
city.
says that.
We're literally like a mile or two away.
My son be like, "We're going to the city." I was like, "You act like we live in the suburbs or some shit."
So cute when you hear him. Like, are we going
But
to the
if
city?
you go to City Hall,
Exciting as a kid.
yeah.
Like it's important.
If you walk around City Hall or Wall Street or something, and you try to use GPS, your GPS gets all screwed up because they have blockers because the terrorists. So they have blockers.
Yeah.
So it was telling us go left, and then when we go left, no, go right. We were like, what the?
Wow.
So we had to ask the cop where the street was, and he was telling us, oh, you go down the stairs and it's right there.
That's the most confusing area anyway.
Yes, it
There's no
is.
numbers.
But
Yeah,
do
because
stuff
it's
like
like the street is not straight. So it's a street here, like 57, for example,
no, it
and there's
separates to another side.
exactly, and then like a big open space.
I thought Queens was bad.
No, Queens has numbers. You can't go wrong.
And letters.
Right?
And where are you? I'm on Avenue Q. Okay, where's that at? Right next to Street Q.
Yeah, confusing.
Like Avenue 7 is Q7.
Right.
What? Like what? But
Oh, you're about half hour away.
be like, listen, what store is next to you? Give me a landmark. I'll Google the landmark.
Yeah, I need numbers.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you had fun, and we'll come back with some more stuff, about females and males, and again, enjoy your time. Yes, please let us know what topics you want us to joke about. I mean, talk about.
We gotta get through life together.
Yes, if you don't laugh, you die. So keep laughing, keep enjoying yourself, and if any of these 5 things that are making you feel like you need a divorce, fix them before you do the divorce.
You're in imminent danger.
Yeah.
In imminent danger.
Yep.
That's always.
It's cheaper to keep her. We'll see. We'll see you next
You're
week.
not alone.
Yep. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Stay beautiful.